We're here each and every day at 8 a.m. for your viewing and listening pleasures. We explore life together. We look at this thing called life. We look at what is our place in the universe. What are we here to do? Why are we even here? We ask questions that are meaningful, questions that take us deeper, questions that help us become more aware. And so today, at 10:30, I'm going to be doing a Sunday celebration for Agape, and it's all online. You can watch it here on YouTube or on Facebook. It'll be there. And I'm going to explore the first of 4 parts. I'm going to be exploring what is love. And I'm going to be looking at it from a completely different perspective than what most people do. And today's thought that I put out there is that words cannot describe love because words are limiting. Anytime you limit love, you've done yourself a disservice. It's beyond that. And that's what we do as humans. We limit things. We limit things by our perspective. We limit things by the way we look at things, the way we talk about things, the way we define things. And we don't even realize it. We think we're speaking truth because that's all we know. And what I've really come to understand is that we have truly, truly been domesticated. Yeah, you heard me. We have been domesticated like farm animals to think what we think, to believe what we believe, to go out into the world and express we know things that we have no idea about, other than the fact that we were given an opinion when we were very, very young, and we've adopted that opinion, we live that opinion, and that becomes the basis of all of our life. And then we spend the rest of our life, hopefully we spend part of our life trying to get out of those opinions and start seeing things from a different perspective, from a perspective of questioning, a perspective of admitting to ourselves that we don't know. You see, that's the greatest state to come from, is the state of I don't know. And when you're in the state of I don't know, all this new information, all these new ideas just flow to you. I can tell you, like last night, man, I woke up 5, 6, 7 times. And what was coming to me is the talk I'm going to be doing at 10:30. And all these new ideas were popping in as I explore this concept of what is love. And I'm saying, whoa, I forgot about that. Oh, I forgot about that. You see, when you're trying to describe something that cannot be described, you've got to find ways of coming at it from so many different perspectives, which will help you open up to a new perspective, a more broader perspective, a more unlimited perspective. Because the second you speak words, you define love, you've limited it. I don't know how you define love. Go ahead, put it out there. Write your comment. What is love to you? Don't be shy. You can type. You have ideas. I know you do, because you're living those ideas every day. And those ideas become the basis of what? How you experience this life. Yeah. Your definition of love determines how you experience life. So here's a key thing. Are you in a serious relationship, or have you been in a serious relationship? How's that relationship going? How are you judging how that relationship is going? Isn't that a great question? When you're looking at the relationship and you're saying, how's that relationship going? Ask the question, against what standard? What's the standard in that relationship, how it's going? That's a really good way to look at things, isn't it? Because then what you'll see is your ego has put limits on what is good in a relationship and what is bad in a relationship. Feeling accepted when being myself. Accepted by who, Wendy? That's the question I would ask you. Are you truly accepting every aspect of you? When you look in the mirror and you're standing in front of a full-length mirror by yourself with no clothes on, can you look and accept every little part of your body? Can you look and accept every little part of your past? Can you look and accept every part of your thoughts? Man, that's a major job. Jasmine writes, to me, love is a constant vibration we can choose to live in, just like we can choose to live through hatred and victimization. So here's the question I throw back at Jasmine. How do you know when you're there? Can you describe the feeling of being in that constant vibration? What does that vibration feel like? Do you know what that vibration feels like? Have you made that vibration up in your own mind? I don't have the answers, but those are questions I ask. The thing that happens for me is when I'm really deeply loving, it seems I disappear. It seems to me that I think I am disappears, and then I don't really know that I'm in the state. But then all of a sudden I'm not in the state, and I realize I was somewhere I wasn't, and it felt, I don't want to say it felt good. That's a judgment. It felt right. That's the word I can use. It felt right. The vibration feels like fun. Love is complete acceptance of the other, like accepting your dog, and nothing to change. Not trying to change your partner, sacrificing self, deluding self, or someone is not what they are. Not bad, Nicole. But I'm going to tell you what, I'm not going to give you the definition right now because I'm enticing you to listen when I talk at 10:30 and I go into this thing in depth. You got to throw a teaser out there, don't you? I want you coming back. Why? Because I love having an audience. Why? It lets me know that there are interested vibrations out there that want to hear questionings. That's a word. I just made it up. No, questions that cause us to go deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. Here's the question. Emily says, the vibration feels like fun. Well, that's a one-sided perspective. Now you're denying the other side. Not fun. Isn't love non-judgmental? Just throwing it out there, Em. Don't know, but I think love is non-judgmental. So if you're judging love and you're putting a one-sided quality on it, have you limited love? I don't know. I'm just asking a question. I'm really trying to get you to think differently. I'm trying to think you to think beyond what you know. Here's what I understand for me. I think I know a lot. And when I think that, I limit myself. So what I've determined that for me to be humble is the ability to understand that I know very little and that I'm a continually evolving expression of wisdom. And I am open to new ideas in every moment, no matter how much I think I am right. Now, I want to tell you, I try to be perfect. I don't know. I can't. Yes, I am in one respect. I'm perfect as much as my human mind will allow me, how much my ego will allow me to be perfect. That's the best I've got. My ego, man, that thing just plays tug of war with me. I bet it plays tug of war with you. Well, not my ego, but your own ego plays tug of war with you. It's pulling you this way, pulling you that way, pulling you up, pulling you down. It's pulling you everywhere. And it wants to be in control. The ego wants to be right. And if you feel the need to be right in any situation, rest your bottom dollar. It's the ego. Love may be recognizing yourself in something or someone else, Chris says. Yeah. Think about this. According to Dr. John D. Martini, there are 4,628 human traits out there. And every human being on the planet has all 4,628 human traits. Each of us demonstrate those traits in different proportion based on how we focus. Some of those traits we're not even aware that are out there. We're not having zero focus on them. But if everyone has 4,628 human traits, then surely you can recognize part of yourself in others. Because in reality, all the qualities that you have are present in every other human being on the planet. Isn't that an interesting perspective? Yeah. All I am is that I have chosen certain ones that I prioritize, my top 5. Those are the ones I basically live by. And I got that from Dr. John. I mean, I have 5 my most important values. I live them. I live them in a way that's unique to me. And no one else on the planet lives their top values the same way anyone else does. And no one has really the same values. Top values. 1 through 5. Maybe 1 through 3. It doesn't matter. But no one's going to have them. You may have the same words, but the meaning behind the words is unique to you. I think that's really important to understand. My number 1 value is to become more aware. Now, you may have that value, but I think we mean different things because we're coming from different perspectives. Love means I honor your perspective and you honor mine. And we realize that each of us is perfect right as we are. That's part of the definition. But anyway, I'm going to leave you with that because I've done about 12 minutes now. 12 minutes is good for this time of day. So join me at 10:30. I'll be here on YouTube or I'll be here on Facebook, and I'll be going part 1 of a 4-part series on the Book of Love, I'm calling it. The Book of Love, part 1. What is love? I'm so grateful that you're with me today. Let me just tell you how thankful I am that you're watching. And let me tell you how thankful I am that I know you're going to share this, because you know there are other people that want to hear this message of questioning. So if no one tells you this, I will. I love you and I accept you just the way you are. Go create your great day, everybody. Aloha.